that gets prepped about network marketing prior to they get contacted.
Mark's on the other house,
So,
following the system.
as I went through that emotion, I didn't do what most people do. I didn't go home and look in the mirror with a little tear in my eye and say, what's wrong with you? You're so stupid. Everybody else thinks this is dumb. I want home to look for them and thought, what is wrong with all those stupid people? Because I did not want to work for somebody else. I did not. I don't know how to put that into words that I can make you understand what I'm trying to say. That was the thing that I wanted. I'm going to school, I can't stand it, but I'd rather do that than get a job. Now, I have a landscape maintenance company. I'm not opposed to making money. I seriously cannot stand for somebody to tell me what to do. Can I hate it. And I don't know what, especially when they have, I don't know if you guys have a job where somebody's been there long enough that they think they're worse than the They don't know anything, and they're doing all the work, and they're bossing around.
You can't stand it. Everybody has to get away from it.
Here's what happened. I didn't even think about it. I was working with my cousins, with my cousin and his good friend. We're doing metal buildings, insulation and all that. You guys know about that?
You can't stand it.
I'm 3 years younger than them. I have a job. I'm working with my hero. They would send me off to the roof to go down and find scaffold structure material, or a left-handed screwdriver, or a metric crescent wrench. I didn't know any different, and I'm down there looking at the thing, and they're up there rolling on the roof. Now that didn't bug me. I love working with those guys. But when they were at my house showing me that, I believed. I didn't know it was going to take a long time, but I believed that's what I wanted. I didn't want to have my exact words to this guy was, you mean to tell me if I go down here, because he drew out these circles, 6, 4, 2, if I go down here and work my guts out, I said the other word, I'll never have to worry about moving. In 5 years, it'll take 5 years. He goes, yep. Well, you're just getting started today. I said, if you're lying to me, I'll forgive you. He's still alive, huh? But I went on a journey. We had quit. We were done. 5 years of our heart and soul. Now, I don't know if any of you have done this, but when we make decisions, we go out and slit our wrists, we mix blood. You make your mixed blood and make promises that I'll never get distracted again. Because every winter, one would come along, huh? And then that was awesome. That was good. Okay, so. Okay, you guys. I don't know what it was. I'm standing on top of it, and I'm okay. You guys are in. If it's time for us to go, we're going together. And if I start looking out of the room, you can follow me. Hey, that's how I got started. And then 8 months, you think anytime during that I wanted to quit? You know why I didn't? I went to this stupid school for a seminar in Howard. And so 29 days a month I was just you're stupid, you're crazy, you're eating, you're gonna have all the product in your basement. You're not gonna have any friends left. I don't even tell you what my mom told me. And then one day out of the month I went to this place and said, you're freaking awesome, we love you, you're great, we'll help you, we believe in you, we can do this. It took me 8 months to believe them. Because once I believed them, I started to have success. Because when I started talking to people, I started looking in the eyes instead of the feet. It makes a big difference when you're talking to somebody, how much you believe in what you're doing, and that's a hard thing. Okay, so follow the systems, don't reinvent the wheel. That's what I'm talking about. So if I'm going to talk about follow the system, what the crap is the system? Does anybody know what the system is? Who knows? Now someone's talking some sense to me. What? And Premier School, or Lead School, or Super Saturday School, whatever it is you can go to on a monthly basis. Premier School is the back. Just in case you guys didn't know. They're just not back all over the place yet. That day will come. But there's a lot more today than there was yesterday. How's that? Premier School? Elite Academy? Convention? Oh, audio. There's the system. Now, I want you to know this. I've been doing this for a long time. And once I learned how to do it, I do the same thing today. You know, all this stuff just come out of it. I want to get to the good stuff. When your business grows, it goes like this, and it stops. And then flatline for a while. You know what's going on right here? Huh? This is where either you or your group is trying to figure out if they're going to do this or not. This is where you're maturing. This is where you've had all this amazing growth and you kind of just fell back to where you really are, to where your leadership is. Okay, now here's the problem. When individuals or companies, people that don't have experience, they go through this. When we get to this point right here, everybody freaks out and wants to change everything. Okay, can I use common sense? Is it okay if I use common sense on you guys? And I've heard leaders that I know today go through this emotion, and it blows me away. And here's why. If I was doing something and this happened, why in the world did it quit working? If it works once, it works twice. And yet people think it's broken, so let's change everything. This is where chaos and confusion comes in. And then you stay flat longer because there's all these ideas coming in. People that understand this, they know this is a mature. And then what happens again? It takes off. Goes a little higher, boom. You're always going to outgrow your voice. You get this big momentum shift. You got chaos and freaking everybody's excited. They're signing up like crazy. It's growing. And all of a sudden, the leadership base is not big enough to educate, motivate, and teach, and inspire, and control. So it's going to back up to where it's really at. That's life. That is how this works. And so we've experienced this. I've experienced it in my business. I've experienced the company's experience. You will experience it. And I'm here to tell you, see, one of the things with me, when you have a lot of experience doing something, you go through a lot of things. You think I've gone through a lot of things? You think you guys are going through a lot? Somebody told you, no, that hurts pretty bad, right? I got told no too, but we go through a lot. And when you experience something, you learn from it, you don't have to freak out the next time it happens. Right? Okay, I can't count, but I swear there's more people in the room that just said right than said right. Am I right? Straightforwardness. Okay, why would I stand up here and share that with you? What do you think I want for you? I want you to succeed. I'm getting paid on the 15th anyway. Everybody in this room has an opportunity to be a Pro 10. You're in the position, everything's lined up, everything is in your favor right now. Okay, I'm going to jump into this. Okay, does this make sense right here? Yeah. Okay, I wanted to show that because this is where people start to change. I'm solution-oriented. The sky is never falling. Unless something's really falling in the sky, then you got to get out of the way. But it's never falling. I don't freak out. I know there's a solution. And I'm glad I've had experience of that. That is one of the things. A lot of you, it doesn't grow as fast as you want. You get more no's than you got yeses. You start to doubt. You start to go through those crazy emotions that aren't true. Right? Right. Then you get frustrated. Then you stop doing what you're supposed to be doing. That is the one thing. I remember, I said this earlier too. Some of you, some of you, I can see some of you wanted to say, hey, good. Others don't. This group's a little older than the last one. But I used to listen to a lot of cassette tapes. I made them for 8 tracks. When I bring that up to my kids, they look at me like, what are you talking about? Okay? And often I heard people that have success in this industry say, I made the decision. And when you make the decision, you will know that you made the decision. And I made a lot of decisions over that period of time. I think I made a decision. And it wasn't until I really made the decision that I knew that I made the decision. And how do you know when you made the decision? Because all of a sudden, I'm at every event. I'm registered before the event's over for the next event because I already know I'm going. I'm not even questioning. I know I'm taking people, so I got my reserve tickets. Are you with me? I'm already set up because I know I'm doing it. And what happened is after I had the success that I had, I went back and connected the dots, and because I made the decision, I was always in the right place at the right time, even when I didn't want to be. When people let you down and tell you they're going to do something, then they don't do it, they don't show up, and you still got to put up with them because they know somebody that you don't know that wants to do this. Did you know that? That's the hardest thing in the world that we've got to go through. So anyway, I did things. That's when I found Tyler. I found him after working for somebody for 6 months, signed him up, and couldn't even get back in their house for 6 months. They'd quit the business, signed their stuff to the company, got taken out of the computer. I didn't know that at that time. We stopped back at their house to get them fired up to do something. We've only tried for 6 months. And we didn't bug them every month. But I was thinking about them. Go by, one more meeting, and I'm at Tyler. I don't have time to go into the story. That changed my life. Going back to a guy's house that played down on me 900,000 times, right? Still went back after he'd already done it. I knew he was going to do it again. Supposed to be 20 people in the room. There was 2. One of them fell asleep. Went to the meeting, woke up and signed up. Tyler snuck out the back door. But I went back down there, and now we found him. It still took a long time to go from here to where we are today. And there was some sketchy time in there, okay? When I go back and connect the dots, when you make the decision, you'll know. And you'll always be in the place to be. And so I'm looking at here. How many of you apply to raise a hand? And I won't be here. If you don't come in 3 months to the academy, I'm not going to be able to embarrass you because you won't be here. But how many of you guys really want to be from here? Okay, how many of you guys went to Eric last night? Okay, so you see the layout. You know what you need to do. Have you done it? Don't answer. Don't raise your hand. Don't squeal. Have you done it? See, when you tell me you want to go Pro 10, then you're going to have to do what the Pro 10s did to get there. If yes, any of them, they don't miss the function. Why don't I miss the function? Because I know I have to be there because I told 3,000 people that they need me. Or 100, or 10, or 5. See, the person that has the kind of personality that doesn't do anything that tells everybody else to do it, they don't ever succeed. But they think they're going to succeed over it. Does that make sense? Okay, so what is the system? We define it. Now, here's a cool thing too. I'm always in trouble because I said I want a whiteboard at a convention with all these people, right? So I finally do a PowerPoint, and then we don't have a PowerPoint, we get a whiteboard. So I print them out because they're so cool. Okay, we've already covered that. So honestly, you get the thing, you see the example. Good. What does the presentation look like? What does the presentation look like? Ooh, who said that? I don't have any candy to give you. Your story, the company story, and how you get paid. That's what a presentation looks like. What does the part of, okay, your story is your story. Did you know that? And it is what it is. And the truth's okay. We don't have to embellish our communication with others, do we, Clint? No, I love what I learned today. The truth is okay. It's good enough. You guys realize that? We don't need to convince anybody. Your story is your story. The company story is the company story. Right? You guys even know what the company story was? You know what it was for me? We're losing $1 million a year. We're not shipping product yet. We're competing with GNC still. We don't know what the compensation plan is going to work. Nobody that reads wants to get involved because they can read the financial. That was a great story. Look at all the Pro 10s and all the elites that came out of that story. Is the story a little better today? The story will change. But the format that I always use to tell the story is the components, you said. Company, timing, trends, product, compensation.